In top-level football these days, it all comes down to money. Small clubs don't get many chances to overcome established giants. That is precisely what makes Leicester City's season all the more special. The English club has shocked everyone by leaving super-rich clubs like Manchester City and Chelsea behind. And with just a few games to go, they're on the verge of winning the Premier League.
We're gonna win the league, they sing, even if Leicester City fans themselves can hardly believe it. In one season, they've gone from relegation candidates to the brink of the club's first ever top division title. It's a story fit for a Hollywood script.
It's unbelievable what has happened this season. We start just the goal to save the team. But now, of course, we are there and we want to fight out in the end.
With 3 matches to go, Leicester sits 7 points clear of second place. That means one more win will clinch the Premier League trophy. Some of the team's players have already picked up individual honours. 3 were nominated for the Premier League Player of the Year award, with winger Riyad Mahrez taking the prize.
I'm happy, but it's more team things, you know. Without my teammates, I wouldn't get this award.
Coach Claudio Ranieri is the man behind the success. The Italian has won trophies around Europe, but like Leicester City, he's never won a national championship. Now it looks like that run is about to end. And of course, they've already qualified for the Champions League.
Hey, man, we are in Champions League. We are in Champions League, man. Dilly din, dilly dong, come on. You forget, you speak about blah, 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 but we are in Champions League.
That seemed an impossible achievement 2 years ago when Leicester won the second division and promotion back up to the Premier League after 10 years outside the top flight. Now it's reality, and a club that's more used to struggling at the bottom of the table could be a single match away from becoming English champions.
And now we go straight away to try to win the title.
Great!
Yes, yes, man.
To do that this weekend, Leicester will have to beat England's most successful ever side. They take on Manchester United at Old Trafford, sometimes called the Theatre of Dreams. Perhaps the perfect place for a fairy tale ending.
We are joined now by Alex Ross from the DW Sports Desk here in the studio. He also happens to be our resident Leicester City fan. So I have to admit, I didn't know about Leicester City as a team before this week, but wow, what a story. What do you think has happened that was able to bring this team to this point?
Well, there are a lot of factors involved, but I think it's a team that has no expectations or placed upon them. They're not under pressure. It was a team barring one player who went through this incredible great escape last season where they survived relegation. And I think the pressure of surviving or going through a relegation battle is much more. They have nothing to fear, and in fact, that's their logo, #fearless, and that's what they are.
It's incredible.
And they just, I mean, they're not even thinking about it. They're just going from week to week, and it's just been fantastic to watch.
We were talking a little bit before the show, and you said this is really a story of David versus Goliath. Do you think David's going to win in all of this?
Oh, absolutely. I've never doubted it since
Full
before
disclosure, you are a fan, so...
But there are other fans are superstitious. They don't even want to talk about it. Other people are cautiously optimistic, but I've never doubted it. People have constantly said, "Oh, they'll drop form. They can't keep up with the pace," and they've proved everybody wrong time and time again, week after week.
Why is that? Is that the atmosphere? Is that just the feeling? And what is also the feeling in Leicester City? I mean, what has this done?
The atmosphere is fantastic. I mean, you notice what...
You were there recently, right?
Yeah, I was there last weekend, and you notice what football, how that can lift a whole area, a whole city. Everybody's talking about it wherever you go, in the shopping precinct, pubs, everyone is talking about it, and it's so close now. You can just feel the excitement everywhere. It's just fantastic.
You come from a generation of fans. How is everyone feeling right now?
Well, as I mentioned, a lot of people I know have suddenly become incredibly superstitious. They won't mention the T word, the title word, although Claudio Ranieri, as we just saw, he mentioned it for the first time last weekend. But for a club that never really won anything and a lot of people have never heard of, it's just fantastic. And it's what football needs, especially in England, when there's so much money involved, that a small club can just capture everyone's imagination and give the ordinary football fan a voice again. which is what they're doing.
You talked a little bit earlier about, how the reason why they got to this point was the fact that they had nothing to lose, but we can't discount Claudio Ranieri. What has his coaching meant to this team?
Well, I think he's very much a father figure. He was a favourite for the sack when he was first installed. Everyone said he'd be sacked by Christmas, and he didn't change anything. He let the team continue playing in the way they had, and he's just so charming. I mean, even when he speaks in his broken English, you can't help but love the man.
What do we have to practice? That dilly-ding, dilly-dong? I think that's the new official cheer for the team, right?
Yeah, he said that on Friday, and by Sunday it was like the new anthem for Leicester.
Absolutely. OK, well, we will see how they do. I think a lot of people are rooting for them this weekend. Alex Ross from DW Sports Desk, thank you.
Thank you.
Now, Leicester City's rise to the top of the scene. Their fan base, meanwhile, as all of this is going on, is growing well beyond the UK, including in some countries that you might not expect that are halfway around the world. Take Thailand, for example, believe it or not. DW met some of the most passionate fans there. Have a look.
You wouldn't expect to see a picture of Thailand's royal couple next to the emblem of Leicester City, but in fact, the tiny English club with almost no trophies to their name is adored in Thailand. The reason, well, it's partly the nature of fandom in the Far East. When Thai athletes compete at the top level, people there pay attention. In the case of Leicester City, it's not a player firing up the emotions, it's the team owner. Since 2010, the Foxes have been owned and operated by the King Power Group, headed by Thai billionaire Vichai Srivadhanaprabha. His club have taken the Premier League by storm this season, and that's seen their fan base grow in Bangkok and across Thailand. They're like real foxes. Because the owner is Thai, they're real fighters. That's how they've won the hearts of the Thai people. It's not just typical football fans who are caught up in the Leicester phenomenon. A Buddhist monk has his own way of supporting the English club, offering serious karma from Bangkok. This sacred cloth is just one of the psychological tools we've created to reinforce our moral support and create positive thinking for the team. Indeed, Leicester City has gained an almost religious following here. Fans have got big plans ready if and when the team wins the league. When they win the title, I want to set up a small Leicester City museum at my house, where I'll keep all my Leicester City merchandise. On Sunday in Bangkok, they'll be donning their Leicester blue, hoping their beloved Foxes can make their dreams come true almost 10,000 kilometers away.
Good for them. That is all we have time for, but don't forget, the conversation, as always, continues online on Twitter @DW News or my handle @SarahKellyTV. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon.